on this blessing Friday. This is amazing Friday. Um, I hope you are home. Hope you are here with me. Hope you are with loved ones and just enjoying your time and space and energy and without drama. So, I was sitting back and I just was thinking. I was thinking about a lot of our youth, the young bulls that's out there, and this is a shout out to y'all. This is going to be a little different. Um, I'm not going to be basically, as I should, get on your cases about a lot of shooting and killings that's going on amongst us, but I understand. I understand the assignment, and I understand the pain and suffering and the structure around the shootings and the killings and all of the other things that's plaguing our system and our society. I was there. I was there at one particular time, and I want to show sympathy because I was dumb, deaf, and blind. This is facts. I was dumb, deaf, and blind. I didn't have a guidance. I didn't understand. And I'm thinking that repping your hood, repping your neighborhood, and putting on for your neighborhood, that was life. Putting it down, putting it on, putting your neighborhood on, putting your boys on, and just wreaking havoc upon everybody that's not from your block, that's not from your hood, your neighborhood, right? Just upholding this. It's true to represent your neighborhood, to represent your area, to represent your block, to represent your community. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to die for our community. We're supposed to represent our community. We're supposed to protect our community from foreign and domestic people or anything that comes in our community to change the energy and the atmosphere and the vibes of our community. But with righteousness, with with guidance, with good information, with putting the Alpha Omega the Creator there in front. I have learned that as I got older, that there's nothing wrong with repping your neighborhood. There's nothing wrong being stand up for your neighborhood. There's nothing wrong to be stand up for your community. There's nothing wrong to be stand up for your civilization, right? And for your community and your people. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with upholding and dying for your neighborhood and your community, of protecting your neighborhood and community. But we shouldn't do it towards each other. Do you understand that? And at one particular time, that's what it was about, protecting our neighborhood for foreign and domestic individuals that brought negative energy to our neighborhood, where the elder couldn't walk down the street, where that the children couldn't play. You understand what I'm saying? Where there wasn't shooting or drugs that being pumped inside our community that is really, really serious. Do you understand? So we have to look at this at a different point of view as we get older. I understand that you're not reaching at that level yet and that your mind is blocked with confusion. I definitely understand that. So I was at your age once. I was there. I was there on back of the bus, all shackled up, right? All chained up as a slave, going upstate, long bus rides, jail from jail, getting packed up, having draft bags, right? Eating bologna sandwiches on why me pens. I was there. Tried those shoes. You understand? I tried to wear those shoes. I tried to wear that fit. That fit wasn't for me. I gave it back to the co-creators of that. I know that it's going to take a process for you to get on that wave, to get on that that vibe of what changing people, places, and change and changing the narrative of you. I was there, beloved. I was there, right? Putting in pain, right? Adding to my resume. And you know the resume that I'm talking about, adding to your rap sheet, adding, catching case after case, case after case, thinking that that was the way. And when you catch these cases, who are you catching these cases against? You are catching these cases against yourself, meaning your community, meaning your uh, um your people, the indigenous people of this land that just like you. Do you understand? That is poor, that is in poverty, that has lack of information, lack of guidance, lack of work, lack of books, lack of education, lack of clothes, lack of food. As you get older, you see it for what it is. You see it for what it is. You will start to see. You can't see right now because you're in the thick of it. And I understand that to all the young bulls out here. This is just a message to you, right? To bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to you so that you can have a little information to guide you, right? While you are out there making moves upon yourself and upon your people, upon anything that you upholding. You ask yourself, is this going to get you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? If you say yes, then think about it. Think about your next move. Think about getting the bag before you get to that bag that may you end up with 10, 15 years to life upon your life, you and your crew. I want you to understand that. I was there. And I'm not the only one that was there. There was those that was there way before me, thinking that this gangster persona life was to uphold, right? Was the way, was the way out. But it's not the way out. It's the way in to these plantations, and you become an organ donor. You can't see it right now because you in the thick of it. You in the thick of it. I was there rocking the state greens. I was there, right? Rocking the orange suits, the gray suits, all locked up in the pens, on the Why Me pens, getting up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, on them boats, right? Catching case, going to Brooklyn case, going to the Bronx cases, going to all these cases, catching this. So I was there. As you build your resume, meaning your rap sheet, I want you to set aside to yourself and ask yourself, what can you do better that you didn't do yesterday? You understand? What can you do better today that you didn't do yesterday? There's a lot of things that you can do, young bulls. There's a lot of opportunities out here. It's not just setting people up, backdooring people, getting to the bag. There's other things. There's other creative things that you can do. And this is a message to everyone that's out there. This is straight like that, beloved, because I love you like that. A lot of people don't get up here and they don't talk that. They don't talk it. A lot of people, they create these beefs on these major platforms, on these websites. They create beef, but they not giving you, the real fundamental of going there. I understand being there. I was there. I was there thinking that, yeah, I'm catching this case, I'm catching that, I'm beating cases. You know what I mean? Cases are being sealed. So it gives you a little power. You thinking that you have power, but you have no power. You thinking that you have power. The older you doing, you building more case upon case because this time it's going to stick when they catch you. Now they're giving you 10 years. That's for all the things that you have done that you didn't get caught with. This is what they do. They want to put your lights out. So I'm asking yourself, try to change the narrative. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was there. I was there all shackled up on the back of the bus, the front of the bus, the side of the bus, going on state, on the Rikers Island buses. You understand? On the child, on the rec, on the law library, on the visits, and all of these other things. Your freedom being taken from you. You becoming a slave, working for 7 cents an hour. You know, learning all these things which you can learn out in society where you could make moves and make $80,000 out here, $100,000 out here. You couldn't make that back then. You understand? The only way you was making that back then is through drugs and do these other things that was planned for us there. You know? So in order to make this money now, and it's much easy, there's jobs out there where you can make 60, 70, 80,000 a year. Beloved, this is all facts. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let this cheap deceiver lie to you, right? Backdoor you, right? This barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life. As a devil and a demon deceive you, is going to backdoor you. Not going to tell you that. You understand? By you doing these acts upon yourself and upon your community. There's nothing wrong with protecting your community. There's nothing wrong with protecting your boys. There's nothing wrong with protecting your neighborhood that you grew up in. But there's something wrong when you kill each other senselessly. It's senseless. It's just senseless. You know? It's senseless. You're supposed to be upholding, building treaties amongst all of the neighborhoods to protect our neighborhood from foreign and domestic energy that's negative and build our communities up so where that our children and our loved ones and our elders could be safe. That's the motivation. And that is the energy that we need to preach. Everything went downhill. Everything went downhill for fame, fortune, and riches. Even the children, 13, 12 years old, 14-year-old, know about the bag. They know about the bag. So they bring you ahead of your time. You know the value of money. You're ahead of your time, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. But it's the way you get it and it's how you move. Move with the Alpha Omega, everything in creation. Move with him. Move with the Alpha Omega, the Almighty. Move with him. I'm telling you, he'll double you, triple your bag. You understand what I'm saying? You got to move right, move righteous, beloved. This is all big facts, and this is a message out to you. You understand? I see the pain and suffering. I see the things that you're putting in, the traumas and the things that you need, the things that you want, and how you want to move out here. But we are giving our life and our energy towards an entity that hates you. It's really your op. This is really your op. The thing that you can't see, it lurk in your shadow. So I just want to give this message to you, beloved. Young bulls out there, while you trapping on these corners for sneakers and wares and getting locked up for sneakers and wear and Chinese food and chopped cheese and smoking weed with the Hennessy, with the Don Julio and all of these things. I understand that. I used to live that. I used to live that life. You know, I used to live it. I understand that. But there comes a time and place where there's knowledge and wisdom which is going to help us, young bull. You know, save yourself and your family and your friends from a fire of men and stone. This is actually true facts. So you don't have to be all locked up on a correctional bus, going up north, upstate, rocking state greens with that DIN number, walking around the yard, banging, shooting, becoming a shooter. You know, I feel you. I understand that you putting this pain in. But if you want to uplift your community and you want to change your community, you want to change yourself, do the right thing. And those will follow through. Your crew and everybody that love you will follow through. Sort of like um with Little Dirk did. You see, he changed his life, his whole crew took their shahadas. That's why they locked him up. Because he changed their narrative. There's not gonna be no more killing, black on black violence. I don't like to say that word black because we're not black, we are uply got white ones. There will be no more murders against the uply got white ones. It doesn't matter if you're in California, if you're in Chicago, or you in Detroit, and you are all these major cities. You are of the bloodline of the uply God right one, from the ancient ancestors that supposed to be building treaties amongst each other, exchanging knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the energy and vibes from one another. That's how that's connected like that, telepathically talking to one another, showing each other love. That's how that thing supposed to go. You know what I'm saying, young book? But it started with you, it started you first. I know you can't see it now, and I know you're gonna go through it. And this is an actual true fact. Is some of y'all gonna get locked up and go through that? Yes. But when you do, this is a message. And I'm not wishing on nobody. But when you do, because I'm a realist, when you do get locked up, take the time out to read books. Take the time out to educate yourself. Take the time out to work on your spirituality, young book, so you could come out here and be a force to be reckoned with. And I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, because I was there. I was there, young bulls. I was there. That's an actual fact. People that know me, yeah. But it's not about that. I don't glorify that. I don't glorify that life. Do you understand that? And you shouldn't either. But I understand that. I understand, you know, of doing these certain things, but it's senseless. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff we were doing is senseless, and this stuff is senseless. So I want you to improve your condition before you make these actions, before you make a move. You know, and this is a big shout out to you. You know, please like, share, subscribe to the Dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. You know I love you. You know I'm gonna bring heat. That's what I do. I bring heat because I think about our situations. I think about what we can do better. I think about how we can uplift our families. I think about what uplifting ourselves. And this is actually true facts. I love you. It's all big facts. I don't want to see you go left. I don't want to see you crash out. I don't want to see you in wild me pins. Eat bologna sandwiches. Hit 10 with 15 years. I understand that. I was there. I was there. I was there. I was there. That's right. Please like, share, subscribe. Open the channel out right now on YouTube. It's all big facts. I understand. You gotta live the life, lead the life. Live the life, lead the life. But I wanted to come in between that and try to stop that so you don't have to leave the life, meaning with jail is death and becoming an organ donor. All big facts. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it, 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 hit it. So you can know I'm dropping bangers and hits and heat for you. Peace, y'all. Peace, 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 peace.